mindset.
Oh, absolutely.
About like your opponent, like he's in a. I got the quote on my phone, but how he's. In your head, you build him up to be this crazy titan, and then
your mind is not your friend.
Exactly, that quote. Exactly. I read that before every fight. Every fight, I read that quote.
Train your mind to be your friend. You got to tell your mind beautiful things about yourself, nice things about yourself all the time. Because if you slack up, it'll tell you ain't shit, nigga. You got all these motherfuckers fooled, but I'm not fooled, nigga. I know who you are.
Man, that's so real. That's the deepest, realest shit ever, man. Every training camp, I feel that.
Going through that right now. Got 2 back-to-back losses. Mine's a little all over the place.
Don't look at it, man. Keep that enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Keep that belief and deep down confidence in yourself.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Listen, we don't tell nobody. They could be scientific, say you lost the fight because you did this move, but we know inside why we lost the fight. We know we gave up on our spirit a little bit. We didn't give 100%, 110. We were not the true person that we're capable of being in that particular moment. We know why we lost. Nobody could tell us, no announcer, no trainer could tell us, because they're not in our soul. We know why we lost.
Hell yeah.
It's we're who we're battling. The name of the game, when especially you're a fighter, an athlete or something, and in life in general, a businessman, we have to overcome ourselves. The fight is within ourselves. Mm-hmm. We have to beat ourselves. That comes with discipline.
Yeah.
You know, doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, absolutely. And our brain is programmed
I needed to hear that.
to make us scared to keep us alive.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Our brain is programmed to constantly be assessing and analyzing the data that's coming in so that it can best figure out if you're in a safe situation. So as a fighter, if you're getting ready to go into a fight, a situation that you know is going to be violent, your mind the whole time is trying to figure out how to talk you out of doing that. You know? So that's up to you, like Mike said, through that positive visualization.
Yeah.
To overcome that.
Yeah, it's a battle every fight, man, every time. And especially in MMA, UFC, like in boxing, if you lose, it's different than UFC. Like UFC, you could have 10 losses and still be the man. Like it's just so quick of a sport. Fans are quick to forget, but like going off 2 losses, I've done that. Coming off of 2 losses, it's really mental, man. So like he's in a spot where I've been there before.
Yeah.
Dark place.
The biggest tragedy in fighters is not when he loses to a better fighter. That's not a big tragedy. The big tragedy in fighting is when a person loses to himself. You know, when he defeats himself, that's the biggest tragedy in fighting. You know, our whole purpose in life is to challenge ourselves and challenge the belief that we were told who we were, what we were, which is not necessarily true. You know, we don't know. Really, ask yourself, why am I here? Who am I? Besides my first and last name and my mother's name, who the fuck am I? Why am I here? For what reason?
It's deep, man. How about after fighting, when you retired, do you miss that feeling of like getting ready for competition and that like challenge of a training camp?
You say that. Know what I miss? No, I don't miss that, 'cause I hated training. I was one of the fighters that hated training and stuff, and I used to go in the fight, you know, train a little bit just because of my weight, because normally when I gained a lot of weight, so I had to train just to lose the weight, you know, but sometimes I would just go and fight with not much training, just beat guys, my ego, I'm a superior fighter, these fucking guys are not, these are fucking infected bugs. And I used to just think crazy about shit and stuff. And taking the toll too, right? I felt all the pain of everyone I ever hurt. When I was on the toad and stuff, and things I said to them, I humiliate them in front of people, the world, and the television, after I beat them or something because I was so insecure about who I was and stuff.
Damn, it exposes you, huh?
Yeah.
Man. It's deep.
You guys believe in the afterlife?